Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. In this video, I want to talk about my 5 top favorite lenses for Micro Four Thirds system. Let's do this! My favorite lenses are of course subjective and they're only applicable to me. We are all different photographers and we pick and choose what works best for us. I am a wedding, portraits and event photographer. I also do some lifestyle products. So the lens choices are geared towards the kind of photography that I do. Of course, all of us have our own individual biases and preferences. So even if you disagree with me, that's perfectly fine. And there are some photography that I don't do. I don't do wildlife photography. I don't do bird photography. So I don't have long lenses like 300mm or 150 to 400 Pro lens. And if that's your favorite lens, that's perfectly fine. I'm only sharing my favorite lenses, and hey, maybe this sharing is beneficial to some of you. My favorite lens number 1, the Panasonic Leica 9mm f1.7. This was the latest addition to my camera bag. I just got this lens a few months ago, and boy oh boy have I fallen in love with this lens. I haven't used it a lot for my jobs. I've used it mostly for my vlogging purposes on my second channel. Yes, I have a second YouTube channel where I vlog about non-photography related topic, my lifestyle, the people that I hang out with, the places that I go to, the food that I eat, the events that I attend. And this lens has been the main staple lens, the one lens to do it all in that vlog. Of course, I bought this lens not just for vlogging purposes. This will be used for my main shoots. But I don't use a lot of ultra wides in my photography jobs, but I do need this lens in case there is that large group photo in a tight space, or I need to get some establishing shots, wide shots on location, or some interiors. And this lens has delivered fantastic results. It is so compact, it is so light, and it's wide enough for most of my wide angle needs. And this lens, it starts at f1.7 bright aperture, which means I can use this lens in low light shooting as well. And the lens itself is really sharp, and the image quality is fantastic. I've been so happy with what this Panasonic 9mm f1.7 can do. This is my staple ultra wide angle lens. I've used the Olympus 8-25 Pro, 7-14 Pro, the Panasonic 8-18. I've used a lot of wide angle, and I come back to this, and this is my main wide angle lens now. It's just because of the size, and surprisingly, the price is not too expensive as well. My favorite lens number 2, the Olympus 25 f1.2 Pro. I am a 50mm photographer. I love the 50mm perspective, and the reason I use this a lot is because this is just the right balance of me going close enough to the subject, having wide enough coverage without having excessive perspective distortion. I can still manage the straight lines being perfectly straight, and my subjects don't look like they're being stretched. Everything looks flattering. I've been using a lot of 50mm perspective, this Olympus 25 f1.2, for my own personal projects, for street photography, for my shutter therapy sessions, and of course, this has been an important lens for my photography jobs as well. I have to admit that I'm using less and less of this 25mm job for my shoots, for my jobs, because I've been using the 45 and 75 more. It's just the nature of my jobs require longer lenses, but whenever I need the shorter focal length, when I get close to the subject without the need of a medium telephoto, this is the main staple lens. And I love that this has a wide aperture f1.2 Pro. This is my brightest lens in the camera bag. In case I need to shoot in low light, I can use this lens without raising my ISO numbers to ridiculously high numbers. And the bokeh from this lens is beautiful. We have that feathered bokeh look. Everything looks smooth, creamy, buttery. If I want subject separation without using super long lens, this will be my primary lens. I know that some people will complain that, the f1.2 Pro lens from Olympus is too large. It defeats the purpose of having a micro four thirds lens. But if you have used one of these f1.2 Pro lens before, you will understand why the size and the weight has to be like this, and you will not complain about it at all. In fact, it is still very small, very light, and I have no trouble balancing this with my Olympus EM1 Mark II or E1 Mark III. The results are so worth it. My favorite lens number 3 is the Olympus 45 f1.8. Ever since its launch until today, every single time I use the lens, I'm always impressed with what the lens can do. This is my money maker. It is my bread and butter. I've used the Olympus 45 f1.8 for a lot of professional shoots, and my clients are always very happy with the results I get from this lens. I love that this lens is so compact, yet it delivers fantastic results. This truly embodies what Micro Four Thirds system is all about. There is nothing equivalent from APS-C or even full frame at this size and performance. The lens is super sharp at wide open f1.8. I can use it just like that to shoot portraits, getting really flattering results. I can easily render shallow depth of field, and the bokeh quality is so smooth and beautiful. And this lens itself, it is so versatile. I can go and shoot on stage photography because I'm the main photographer. I can go so close and I can get all the shots of my musicians, the performers on the stage. My medium telephoto need this lens. Sometimes it's all the lens that I need, and the results, they truly sing, they truly shine. If you have that one lens that you must have as a Micro Four Thirds shooter, I highly recommend this Olympus 45 f1.8. I think that the results that it brings is just incomparable. Oh, and another thing about the Olympus 45 f1.8, it is my main talking head video shooting lens. All the videos that you see on this channel with me speaking to you directly, they were shot on this 45 f1.8. You can see I can get really nice blurry background, super cinematic, and really professional looking results. It is so effortless. The fourth Micro Four Thirds lens that I love is the Olympus 75 f1.8. Now this is the lens that stopped me from going full frame. I've made a video about this. I'll put the link to the video up here. Please check it out. This lens, despite its really small size, it gives you an equivalent of 150 millimeters reach. There is nothing like this on the APS-C size or full frame cameras. This lens is so small, yet it can go so far. I can effectively replace, say, a lens like 70-200 with this tiny lens. Now, why is this lens so important to me? It's because, hey, I'm not getting any younger. I've seen a lot of photographers, my friends, they have the broken back, they have slip disc, they have broken, I don't know, shoulder, they have issues like tennis elbow, they have broken wrists, they have, I don't know, some problems with the joints in the fingers after they've used like heavy lenses. And the lens, the one lens that always causes this problem, the one consistent lens, is a 70-200 f2.8 zoom. And that is an important lens for wedding photography, for event photography, for portraits, all the kind of photography that I do, the one that brings me income. So I'm getting worried if all my friends, I can name more than 10 of them, have all kinds of various injuries on their body. Some of them, the injury was so bad that it stopped them from doing photography completely. They have to do something else in their life to earn an income, right? If it is so serious, I better start looking at alternatives. And the fact that this lens, it reaches 150 millimeters in equivalent, and it has bright aperture f1.8. That's even brighter than f2.8, and it's so small, it's so light. This truly made me stay with Micro Four Thirds. Again, this is one of the lenses like the Olympus 45 f1.8. This truly embodies what Micro Four Thirds stand for. And oh my God, despite its small size, the images are so sharp. I rank this as one of the sharpest Micro Four Thirds lenses. And the bokeh quality again is excellent. You get fantastic results coming from this lens. If you have used this lens before, you will know the magic of what this 75 f1.8 can do. My favorite lens number 5 for Micro Four Thirds is the Olympus 12-40 f2.8 Pro. Now you know that I'm primarily a prime lens shooter. Even if I shot everything with my prime lens in the job, I always carry along the Olympus 12-40 f2.8 Pro in my camera bag. This serves as a foolproof backup lens. In case all my other lenses fail, if I need just one lens to do it all, I know that this lens will deliver the results. The Olympus 12-40, despite its really small size, it has bright aperture f2.8, and it is already so sharp at bright open f2.8 wide open, and the sharpness is consistent from 12mm wide angle all the way to 40mm at the telephoto end, and the sharpness is consistent from edge to edge, corner to corner, and the bokeh quality is also so beautiful. I've done a lot of jobs with this lens as well, and in fact, I'm reaching for this lens more and more recently for my product shoots, for event photography, for stage photography, and you know what? I love what I get from this lens, the images, and my clients love the images as well. If you need a one lens to do it all solution, I highly recommend that you look at this Olympus 12-40 f2.8 Pro, and I even dare to claim that this is one of the best f2.8 Pro zoom lenses out there. If you were asking me why, Robin, why Micro Four Thirds system, why I love it so much, and my answer to you is just one. The lenses. Micro Four Thirds system, they shine when it comes to the lens department. Micro Four Thirds lenses, they are so small, so compact, and so light, yet they deliver fantastic image quality. Now, I'm not saying that these lenses are better and they are the best out there, that there's nothing that can match them, but at their size and the performance that they bring with that tiny size, the footprint, right? It's really unparalleled. Now, these are my favorite lenses. I've shared 5 of them: the Panasonic 9mm, the Olympus 25 f1.2 Pro, the Olympus 45 f1.8, the Olympus 75 f1.8, and the Olympus 12-40 f2.8 Pro. So do tell me in the comments below, what are your favorite lenses? That's all I have to share in this video about my favorite lenses for Micro Four Thirds system. If you found my sharing beneficial, or if you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way. It'll definitely help me to continue making more content and publish them right here. And remember to comment, subscribe, like, and share. I'll definitely see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.